James Kaufman, World News Report today, October 9th, 2024. God bless you and yours, no matter where you are in the world. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, ring that bell for critical future updates. Ladies and gentlemen, we're having a radar signature out of Mexico City or the surrounding area that looks like it's weather manipulation. It does, in fact, fill the whole spectrum of the radar around Mexico City. We do see other cloud seeding as well. This, ladies and gentlemen, is also cloud seeding. I want y'all to keep watching what's going on here in Mexico City. I'm worried about the water vapor up in the Gulf of Mexico that seemed to be created out of nothing today. Me and my team have decided that we have two systems in play. Not only Milton here, but a second system has formed that looks like it's headed north, right in the direction of Bend, Florida, which would be right in the path of Helene. That would be tragic. You can see it's actually headed north here. This is Milton here, and this has all been seeded. You can see some seeding here. And actually, if we zoom in, you might be able to see some seeding under this irregular lightning here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, looking at water vapor over the Gulf of Mexico, if y'all did in fact catch my video on all of the planes with no tail numbers and all the Navy planes headed over Louisiana into the Gulf here, this is incredible water vapor. I will put it in motion. This is Milton, and this is a storm that looks like it has an eye in front of Milton. Let's put this all in motion. Look at this water vapor, and y'all saw what just happened in Mexico City. That's going to be, well, some sort of ionization of the atmosphere to heat the atmosphere to probably turn this into some sort of super storm. Now, you like me thought this was Milton heading almost due north. This is some sort of system that is formed in front of Milton. This is all cloud seeding and weather enhancement, manipulation. I won't say weather control, but it's definitely headed right towards Bend, Florida, and right towards Tallahassee into Georgia, over to South Carolina and North Carolina. And this back here is the Hurricane Milton that everyone's worried about that should make impact late Wednesday into Thursday morning. Now, again, I want to point out here, this water vapor goes through 1 a.m. tonight. Look how heavy the water vapor is over the Gulf of Mexico into southern Mississippi and southern Louisiana. It's just as dense as it is in these two storms, and we're starting to see an eye in this formation in front of Milton that seems to be going a little bit more west now than north. At least the water vapor does. I was most concerned about the water vapor coming off of Texas and Louisiana and Mississippi, but now I see that they're actually heating the ionosphere here out of a Doppler located in or around Mexico City, probably north of Mexico City. We've seen this happen out of Quintero several times. You can see it trying to heat up there as well. I want y'all to go back and watch my video, and I will give y'all a link here and show y'all just a split second of it. We've had more planes than I personally have ever seen without tail numbers flying into this area of Mexico. And I guess now we know why. They're obviously working with the Mexican government to enhance the ionosphere. HARP is something that's very, very old. They use an SB1X now. I will show y'all what that is. But obviously, these people are seeding the clouds, and we'll see if we can show you that. We had about 20 or 30 planes in the air, all U.S. government planes with no tail numbers. Without a tail number, you get shot down over the Gulf unless they knew exactly who you were. So with that said, I will show you on SPX1. We see the heating using the Doppler system, 5G, 6G system out of Mexico City. We saw all the U.S. CIA jets or government jets fly into the area, and we saw the water vapor that was just incredible, and we were wondering why they were going back and forth out of the airports in Pensacola and in, the Naval Air Base in Central or Milford, Mississippi earlier. Please watch my video on all the flights out of Milford. Very strange, and to see this, even stranger. Remember, the light blue here is always going to be cloud seeding. All right, it looks like we have 5G, 6G ionosphere heating coming out of Mexico City. Look at the heavy water vapor, just as heavy as around Milton, and then the storm with an eye that formed right in front of it. Let's take a look at an SPX-1, the new HARP. HARP is obsolete. It was sold to the University of Alaska in 1991. Now, other nations do have these HARP type antenna ionosphere heaters, but the U.S. has moved on. Let's see what we've moved on to. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is an SPX-1. It's well, they say it's made for detecting ballistic missiles, but it's a 5G, 6G self-propelled, basically oil and gas rig that moves. In this case, you see tugboats moving it, but it's actually self-propelled. It has a heliport here, has a crew of 174 people, and there's also a ship that carries them. There's 17 of them that the U.S. Navy owns currently. I'll show you the ship that carries them if they need to move much quicker. Although they don't need tugboats or a ship, they're self-propelled. All right, this is a U.S. Navy ship with the SPX-1 on top of it. Again, we have 17 of these that I know of coming into port, and you can see that it's carrying it at a much faster speed than it's self-propelled. I will show y'all a scene of these being deployed. 5G and 6G radar, again, said to be ballistic missile defense initiatives, but really they hit the ionosphere as well. All right, here's a pretty good picture of the SPX-1 in motion by itself. This is the heliport. Again, a crew of 174 people, maximum kitchen, sleeping quarters, etc. Again, it's not only a ballistic missile detection system, it also can heat the ionosphere and create weather manipulation. So with that said, it looks like the Mexican government is working with the U.S. government. This is cloud seeding. This is obviously a pulse to heat the ionosphere, probably more to do with the Gulf Coast of Texas and Louisiana than with Milton and the new storm in front of it. I think they have a third punch ready for us. Let's see what kind of cloud seeding we can find under Milton and the new disturbance in front of Milton. And ladies and gentlemen, of course they are seeding. And how do we determine when they're seeding? We see irregular lightning patterns, and we saw one here. And when we zoom in, see the brown right there? That is a telltale. Let's watch it again. A telltale of cloud seeding right there. We will stop at this time and go to the end. And first, y'all saw the seeding. Y'all saw the seeding, and now y'all see what the seeding looks like. Now, before the lightning hits the seeding, it actually looks more dark gray, black. After the lightning, irregular lightning, if we wait a little bit and show you all the seeding under this, it's going to be much, much more intense and much browner. But it's time to go. So God bless each and every one of you guys. Not for the live. Y'all stay. Please share our video. Please subscribe. Always remember, anything's possible in Bizarro World.